Over the last several years, I have spent my time with dorky guitar maker people, much like myself, and less time with guitar players. And I forget that you guys mostly don't know how to do a lot of this stuff. So, since it's Tuesday, let's do a two for Tuesday. Here's a two-parter. I'm going to show you how to put in frets and all the way up through the fret dress. Let's start with fret installation. I got two different ways to show you. Before I try to put anything into the fret slot, I want to make sure the slot's deep enough. I can measure my fret slot depth by measuring my fret itself. StewMac makes a really cool digital caliper here that's got a notch in it that will allow me to put the fret tang in. That way I can see the height of my crown. Then I can also measure the full-on height of the fret at that point and subtract my crown from it to be able to get my fret slot depth. I can set my saw to that depth and then just sort of run through. I'll also want to trim my fret so that it's not really overhanging a lot. Over here at our fret press now, I can cut in, press this in, and you can feel it sit and seat down in. I can check that by using our friend the feeler gauge again, and we're back down to 3 thou, the real thin one, and I should be able to run this corner and it shouldn't slide underneath my fret. If it does, my fret's not seated. I can use a variety of different glues to glue the fret in. I can use thick CA, put a bead of glue in the fret slot first, or I can use thinner stuff and run it along the back. That will allow me to flow CA in there and to fill up any gaps in the fret. Now, what if you don't have a big, expensive, schmancy fret press like this guy here? Well, we can go old school and use a hammer. I'll hold the fret sort of in the slot. So I'll come in from each side and just kind of get the wire down, and then I'll start working my way from the middle to the outside. I like the sort of glancing blows like that because it helps to promote the fret end to sit down. Once I have all of the frets in, I'll come in with my nippers here and I'll cut them flush. I want to do this at this angle, not as this angle. If I try to grab a hold of the fret this way, there's a good chance that I can twist or pull the fret out of the slot. So we will cut to the side like that, parallel with the tang. I realize this looks like a StewMac commercial, but I promise it really isn't. They just make great tools that it makes it easy for us to put in. Next week, we'll fret dress. See you then.